Hello guys, welcome back to Mkali Global TV. I am Mr. Gordon Morambai, and today we will be talking about how and why I came to Somaliland. But before then, please like and subscribe and share if you hadn't. Comment and enjoy the video. Thank you. Now, the first thing I will be talking about is why I came to Somaliland. It is because of my father's job. He had a job to come and do in Somaliland, and my family really liked to, all of us used to stay together every time. So we missed him a lot after a year, and we joined him around in 2017. So after we joined him, I had some few weeks before I joined the same school my father was teaching. It was amazing. It was called Elm School. My father used to work as a grade 8 teacher, a grade 7 teacher. He was a science and a maths teacher, and he still is. So I started my class in class 2. First I was like, what are these people talking? What is a language? They're talking Somali, they're talking Arabic, and then sometimes they're talking a little bit of English. So I'm like, what? And I never knew a lot of English. The most language I knew was Kiswahili. So when I came here in Somaliland, I learned a lot of languages. English, Kiswahili, and Arabic, and Somali. I'm really improved. So I met my best friend there. He taught me some of the local language here in Somaliland, Somali. It took a matter of weeks for me to understand the basics of Somali. Then English too, my English started to improve, and my maths too. I wasn't that good in maths, and even some Arabic. My friends used to call me a gentleman. So then in grade 3, I and my friend got separated to different classes, but I still learned more. And I got to know much of Somalis and socialize the culture, the climate here. It was amazing. The climate is a bit hot, but then after some weeks and a little bit of improvement of my skin and changes, I got used to it. It was really hard to get used to it, of course. Hot sun upon me, very hot. The first time when I came from the airplane, like, Mom, where are we? So then I met with some people, I talked with them, started learning Somali. Some people were like, hey, see this Kenyati is learning some Kiswahili. I'm like, what is Kenyati? In my brain, I never asked anyone because Kenyati, I haven't heard of that word Kenyati. It's Kenyans, not Kenyati. That's the twang, I guess. So then I got used to this place, and it looks really exciting, learning about how we live here, the culture. Amazing. The food we eat. Oh my God, the best food I've ever ate here. My adventures here. Oh my God. The hotel and hospitality. Perfect. And even the houses, suburbans, perfect houses. So then I started getting used to this place, but the only thing that was weird for me is that everyone talks mostly Arabic and Somali. I asked, don't they talk English? But then I was told that most of the kids which are from here go to other abroad countries, and then when they come back here they share their knowledge. But most people who stay here for long, they have learned like Arabic and Somali, but the most language they speak here is Somali. But if you're grown up, sometimes you speak in Arabic. So I was like, alright, cool with me. Then I started talking Arabic, and half a year, started talking Arabic. And when people hear me talk Somali, they're like, hey, this Kenyati knows Somali. And I tell them, I've known Somali for a long time, since I've came here since 2017. I've been here for like very long year, like 4 years now. I can say between my home country and here, there's nothing much of a difference except climate. There it's cold and rainy, and here, there it's the best place to be when it's summertime. Best place to be. And the winters aren't that cold. A bit drizzle, but not that cold every time. So then I started learning stuff that I've never learned before. I started getting better in English, Somali, even mostly my studies. I wasn't that good. You know, the language I used to be talking is my mother's language and Swahili. Even my cousins used to laugh at me. I'm like, why are these people talking Kingale Kingale? I just found that out like an hour ago. Kingale Kingale. What is Kingale Kingale? Then I just realized that was my word for English. But now I can speak English like a professional. So if I go back there and tell them, hey boys, what you laughing at? They be running away. The things I love most in Somaliland is the food. Their food, unique, the way they cook it, the styling here. The food I've liked most is camel meat, shawarma, and the thing that really surprised me is the camel milk. Like when I came here first, like for the first year, I had to take some camel milk because we were experimenting, and mom said that yeah, it's good, it's very healthy. So I'm like, all right. When we go to the camel farm to buy some milk, I got terrified how huge the camels are. I've never seen a camel for like in real life. I only see them in pictures. I'm like, what? This is how huge it is. And I just learned that if it kicks you, could fly like, I don't know, 2 meters away. So like, oh my god, they are tall, scary looking when they look at you when they're chewing. So we took some milk. When we went back to drink, my mother, my sister, and I, and my father. My father didn't get too much affected by it, but 3 of us, oh my god, my mother, my sister, and I had running stomachs, literally for like 2 weeks, I think. My stomach was running that I used to like take 4 times in the bathroom. I took too much of the camel milk, and it was my first time. But then I got used to it. It tasted delicious. I can't even taste it right now. So then we went for the second time. I wasn't that terrified of it, but my best friend is very terrified of them. Very. In Kenya, I used to learn Kiswahili, but now since I've changed countries, I don't learn Kiswahili anymore. I'm learning Somali, Arabic, and Islamic. And I can give you a few examples of words in Somali and a little bit of Arabic. But I'm not really a professional in those 2 languages, of course. So you can maybe rate them and tell me how they are in the comments. Like, Fadlan Kale, please come here. Fadlan Wahakado, please Isoken. And, please Isoken, please give it to me. And another word can be Waria Fariso, which means, boy, can you sit down? And another one, Seho, sleep. Another one can be Haiyarin, which means don't play. Iyar means play. And cheers kita, stop dancing. And when you ask for water, can you bring that water? Biyo yiso can. Can you come please? Walalo. Fadlan. So kale. And another one, wansukasa, I am waiting. And another one too, gate kasohed, so close the gate. Another one can be Adiga wa nin kali, which means you are not a good boy. Another one can be Adiga wa fi'an, you are very good. Adiga sokor, right. And another one can be Mahalmata, so makal, listen to the teacher. And in Arabic it is mustada is teacher. Istada is a female teacher. Mustad is a male teacher. It's like different. Because male and female words are not the same. Now I'm going to be talking about what I do on my leisure time. I have plenty of leisure time to do activities at home or any places that I go to. The first thing that I go swimming with my father sometimes to Safari Hotel. He has a big swimming pool there that my father and I sometimes go there, have some fun. He gives me some lessons. And the gym. He takes me to gym sometimes, which is really amazing. But sometimes when I go there, I come back with my back. It hurts, literally. And boxing. We do boxing at home with my parents. We learn some little 1, 2, 3. Of course, my mother's the best at that. One activity I love most is reading. I'm obsessed with reading. Reading is my favorite activity. I read every time, fiction books, other story books, life experience books, and writing. I love writing. I'm a journalist sometimes. And using the laptop. Oh my god, I use that once in a while. Though it's my favorite device, just tapping on those clicking buttons. Very, very, very satisfying. And visiting my friends. I only visit them with my parents' permission. I have some Kenyan friends and some Somali friends. Most of them are Somali friends, but they go abroad. Some of them are born abroad, but they still are Somali. And house chores. House chores, I help my mother in the house. We do some cooking sometimes. Once we did a cooking challenge, and we have even more challenges like baking. Who's the best at baking? And bonding with my siblings. Bonding with my sister is the hardest thing you'll ever think of. She is very, very playful, but I love her as my own too. And my brother, he wakes up anytime he wants, he sleeps anytime he wants, he cries here and there, and he always loves to be picked up by his father. They are very adorable. And my sister is sometimes annoying. Remember, you're watching Makali Global TV. I am pleased to have you watching us right now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your best friends. And also friends, of course. And make sure you have a great time watching our videos and join us in the adventure. Now, see you next time.